Boise. In this video, we're going to show you a quick routine how to stretch your glutes, your TFL, and your IT bands. I went to a bike fitting studio and had a lot of cramping issues in bicycle racing and long road races, anything, approximately 2 hours. And in that bike fitting process, they determined I had extremely tight IT bands, which could be affecting my pedal stroke, and which in turn could be causing an imbalance and some tightness in some muscles because of the imbalance pedaling. So they recommended I stretch my IT bands and my glutes, and to see if that would help the cramping issue. And after about a month of doing the stretches, it's completely resolved my cramping issues. I'm going to go over that routine that I did that helped me stretch out my IT bands, glutes, and my TFL. And to start my routine off, I have a chair, and I use this chair to help stretch my IT bands. I also use a 6-inch foam roller to help massage and loosen them out in the beginning. And those are just a couple items that will help you out. And I start off my IT band stretching routine by loosening up my IT bands and massaging them with a 6-inch foam roller. I purchased that foam roller from just a local sporting goods store. You're going to want to lay this foam roller down on the ground, and I just lay down on the foam roller, and you can start with either leg, your right leg or your left leg, and you're going to get that foam roller position on your quad. Take one leg, step it over the other side, and now your weight is going to be bearing on this foam roller. And prior to starting my IT band stretches, as soon as I did this, I would put my pressure down on there, and it would just hurt extremely bad because my IT bands were so tight. And this process is going to help massage and loosen those IT bands up and get them ready to stretch. And it's important to do this process to get them loose. And the tighter your IT bands are, the worse it's going to hurt. And this hurt really, really bad when I first started doing it. And now I can tolerate about twice as much weight on my IT band. You're just going to get your IT band. The IT band is a tendon that runs the length of your quad on the side. And what we're going to do is just get down on that foam roller, and I just put my weight on my arms and then put my weight on my leg, and I'm just going to massage the IT band back and forth. And you're going to feel it hurt, and when you feel it really hurt pretty bad, you're just going to slowly just put your weight on it and just massage it back and forth. And that's going to help loosen that IT band up. When you're done with one side, rolling it back and forth, and I usually spend about 2 to 3 minutes massaging it. This is just like getting a deep tissue massage on your IT band. You're just going to flip it over. We're just going to do the opposite side. Step over, put our weight on our leg, and just going to roll back and forth. Just massage and loosen it up. And even after extensive work loosening them up for the last month, twice a day, it's still really, really tender and really sore. A lot better now though. And once I complete my IT band massaging, I'm going to start off with a stretch that's going to stretch out my glutes, and it's called the Pigeon Stretch. And I just get up on all fours, and I'm just going to step one leg forward, and then while I'm up in the air just like this, I'm going to start to put weight back here on my glutes, and I'm going to try to sit back as far as I can, keeping this leg stretched back. You'll start to sit down, and now I can really feel it pull on my hip and my glutes right here. It's really tight, and then as it starts to loosen, you can start to lean forward, and I'm just going to get down on my elbows just like this. When I first started this stretch, after the G-Fit Studio recommended that I stretch my IT bands and glutes, I couldn't even get this leg forward. I could barely sit down like this, and it was so tight. Now I can actually get my leg even farther forward, and I can sit all the way back, and now I can lean forward. And you're just going to lean forward like this, and I usually hold it for about a minute, and you're just going to want to breathe deep and just allow your glute to just relax and just begin to stretch forward. And once you just can get it really relaxed and stretch, just hold it for about a minute. And then I'm just going to switch legs, step forward, and do the same stretch with the opposite leg. I do it a minute each leg. And then I'm going to do another stretch. This is called the Piriformis Stretch, And I'm going to take one foot, so I'll start off with my left foot, put it up on my knee right here. And I'm going to reach through this hole right here with my left hand, right hand, and I'm going to grab my thigh. And I'm going to put pressure this way. And I'm going to put my shoulders, try to get my shoulders back onto the floor best I can. And you'll start to feel it stretch in your glutes right here. And you can grab, if you're a little more flexible, sometimes I like to grab my knee right here, and then also sometimes like to push on this knee right here and lean back, and I can feel it even stretch better, just like that. I'll usually hold that for about a minute, two per side. Once you do one leg, just flip it forward, and you can just do the opposite leg. Reach forward, stretch it. This leg's a lot tighter than the other leg. Try to get your shoulders back close to the ground and stretch it out. Then after I do that stretch, I'm going to start, and this is a stretch I like to do that can really directly hit my IT bands. And I've chosen this chair, which is about 27 inches high. When I first started doing it, I couldn't even get my leg up on this chair. Now I can actually get my leg up on this chair. And I'm going to get it to a position where I can start to lean forward, get to a nice height, and you're going to want to create pressure down on this leg. I'm going to lean forward. I could really start to feel it stretch my glute. And once I feel that stretch in the glute, I like to put my hand right on my knee, and then I can start to press down right here, and now I can start to feel it pull on the IT band, stretch the IT band and the glute. You really got to find a chair that's the proper height that it's going to allow you to stretch that IT band and glute. And you just can switch legs. I'm going to put this leg up and just relax. Kind of just breathe deep, relax, lean forward, and now I can push down, and now I can really feel it stretch and loosen up that IT band. After about a month of these stretches that I did, it began to really loosen up my IT bands, and I haven't been suffering from cramps in bike races anymore, any my road races over 2 hours. Suffered a lot of cramps from inner thighs and a lot of cramps in my hamstrings, and at the studio they came up with the recommendations that my IT bands were extremely tight, causing an imbalance pulling on my inner thighs. I also like to end my stretches with some lower back stretches and hamstring stretches. Like just common stretch, just reach down, touch my hands on the ground. If you can only touch your fingers or even can't even get to the ground, just stretch as far as you can. I like to put the palms of my hands down. That's going to stretch your hamstrings and lower back. And I usually just finish up with just a low back stretch. I typically hold this position for about 2 minutes. And that concludes my IT band, glute, and piriformis TFL stretch for a competitive cyclist.